Hey there, innovators. Today, we are going to be building rockets that are propelled using vinegar and baking soda. Our bottle rockets are going to be constructed out of materials that you have at home. And we're going to see how the buildup of pressure and gas is a great way to propel a rocket up. So, let's gather our materials and let's get to work. Okay, so let's start looking around for the things that we need. We'll start off with an empty water bottle. You'll need a couple of popsicle sticks. You'll need a little bit of baking soda, some vinegar, a pair of scissors, a small piece of tissue paper, in my case I'm using some toilet paper, and some yarn. You're also going to need a cork and some tape. All right, so we have all of our materials, and the first thing that we're going to be working on is creating the rocket body. So we're just going to take a few popsicle sticks and our water bottle, and we're going to assemble that. All right, so let's take our water bottle, and we're going to need 4 popsicle sticks. You're also going to need some tape to attach them. So I'm going to be working with small strips of tape, and I'm going to be attaching 1 popsicle stick at a time. Now, it is important which end of the bottle you're taping the popsicle sticks to. You want to tape them to the end with the opening. Now, you want to make sure that all 4 popsicle sticks are the same length. So you can either mark your bottle, or in my case, I'm using the creases that are designed into my water bottle. I'm using those as a guide. All right, and again, 1 popsicle stick at a time. And I'm starting by taping 2 popsicle sticks opposite of each other. Now, I'm going to do the other 2. All right, and my technique is using one hand to hold the popsicle stick down while I tape with the other. Great. Now let's attach the last one. And again, make sure that all of them are the same length. You want the water bottle to be able to stand and be supported by the 4 popsicle sticks. Okay, so let's make sure that we secure the popsicle sticks onto the bottle. So let's take a closer look. I'm going to use a large strip of tape and wrap it around the bottle and popsicle sticks several times. Again, I want to make sure that the popsicle sticks are secure and that they're able to hold the water bottle up. Okay, I'm going to take one last long strip and I'm going to tightly wrap it around the bottle and the sticks. And that feels pretty good. All right, let's test it out. You want to make sure that you're leaving about an inch, if not a little bit more, between the end of your popsicle stick and the opening of the bottle. Now, innovators, for the next part, we're going to be constructing a small packet that's going to house our baking soda. This is the best time to talk about safety. Now, the project that we're building will require the supervision of an adult. Pressure is going to be building up inside of our bottle rocket, And when it goes off, it's going to release that pressure very quickly. So make sure that an adult is there to help you, and that when you're mixing the two chemicals together and creating your little packet, that you are very, very careful. So let's get started. All right, so you're going to need a pair of scissors and tissue paper. You're also going to need vinegar and some baking soda. I just put a little bit inside of this jar, and I grabbed a spoon to scoop it out. Now, take your tissue paper, and you want to leave about the length of 2 pieces. And right down the center, you're going to take about a spoonful, this is a tablespoon of baking soda. I'll add just a little bit more. There we go. And now, you're going to take one end of it, and you're going to gently fold it over. And you're going to now roll up the baking soda and tissue paper into a small cylindrical packet. You can do this carefully and slowly, take your time. You want to make sure that it's narrow enough to go through the bottle opening. Now, take a piece of yarn or string, and you're going to tie it right around the middle. You want to make sure that it's a secure knot, and that's going to hold the packet together. It's also going to allow you to dangle the packet inside of the bottle. I'll explain that in just a bit. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now, there is a little bit of extra tissue paper at the top. I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. And test it. That looks perfect. All right. All right, so now that our baking soda packet is ready, we're going to fill up our water bottle about 1/3 of the way with vinegar. And now I'm going to show you how we're going to load the baking soda packet into the bottle. Now, you're going to need your cork. I just grabbed one from an old bottle of wine. And you're going to gently slide the baking soda packet into the bottle, which is filled a little less than halfway. Now, the trick is you want to hold the string so that the baking soda packet is not touching the vinegar. Now, if it accidentally slips in, it's going to begin a chemical reaction. So, you want to make sure that you're securely holding it, and then you're going to gently push your cork into the bottle opening. Now, I wrapped a little bit of tape around the end of my cork in order to make it a little more snug. All right, innovators, so we are getting ready to launch. Find a nice smooth surface to work on. I have this great table that I'm going to use, but if you don't have a table, you can launch this off of the grass. You can also launch it off of some cement. Just make sure that it's somewhere where you can make a mess. Now, safety is super important. I'm going to be wearing some safety glasses today. As these rockets build up pressure, they're going to be launching, and they'll be launching really, really fast. One thing I will say, innovators, please make sure that you do not try this project on your own. Make sure you have the help and supervision of an adult. So, with that said, when I flip this bottle over, my small packet containing the baking soda is going to mix and react with the vinegar. That chemical reaction is going to create a lot of gas and pressure inside of this bottle. Now, thanks to the cork that I've pushed in, all of that pressure is going to get bottled up. And eventually it's going to push the cork out, and it's going to launch our bottle up into the sky. So, let's get ready to launch, and let's see this science and engineering come together. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I made sure that my cork is nice and tight. It's inside of the bottle. my packet should be suspended, and now I'm going to flip it over, and the chemical reaction will cause the rocket to launch. Awesome. Now, it is a messy project, but I would call that launch a success. What a blast off! That was awesome. Innovators, engineers, keep experimenting. This is a great project where you'll be able to test and use design thinking to innovate and change your rocket. One of the things that we didn't add to our rocket were some fins. So think about using cardboard or paper and attaching them to the popsicle sticks to create fins that are going to allow your rocket to cut through the air. The other thing you want to experiment is the amount of baking soda and vinegar that you use. Now, we used about half a cup of vinegar, and we used about 1 tablespoon of baking soda. You may want to change those ratios just a little bit to see if it changes the reaction taking place inside of the bottle. Now, remember, this project does require supervision. It also requires you to be mindful of your surroundings. Make sure you're not launching those rockets into your neighbors' yards and that you have plenty of space to do that. Definitely don't do this project inside. Great work today. Always remember to think creatively and to think critically. Thanks for watching the video, and make sure to catch the rest. See you later.